What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode as the Detroit Red Wings. Picking up here, we're at the trade deadline, and we're considering making that trade for that rental player. And you know what? I really think I want to do that, definitely. So what I'm gonna be looking at, I'm gonna take another quick look at other players. I am still pretty sold on Kessel. I mean, he seems just amazing for the team. But I'm gonna go around every other team and check out their forwards and see if there's anyone else. No. All right, and Washington. Now, do they still have? They still have Ovechkin, but they don't want to give him up now. They still don't want to give him up. So, yeah, it wouldn't make sense to go after him, man. They still want him, apparently. So, yeah, they're going to hold on to him. No, that makes sense. All right, yeah, I'm just going to take a quick look at some other teams here. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just looking so much like Phil Kessel's just the best thing. Yeah, Smith Pelly, no. I don't think anyone's gonna be a perfect a match as Phil Kessel is. We need the right wing. It's just perfect, man. You know what? I'm not even gonna look anywhere else. It's Phil Kessel, man. The trade value is perfect. The age is decent. You know, the 1 year left contract's perfect. You know, we won't have to worry about having to re-sign him. He'll probably retire, and even if he doesn't, we just don't have to sign him. You know, you can pull a Malkin and just go have to play somewhere else. All right, so there's Kessel. Gonna get him on this team, and let's see, who do they want? Do they want any of our? No, they don't want any prospects or anything like that, which is odd because you'd think they kind of would. Nikulin, yeah, I could throw him in there, but I'd just rather keep him. But the thing is, man, he's got 2 years left on that deal. Well, this year and next year. And basically it's till he's done growing, but I don't think he's gonna grow too much. He doesn't really have a place on the AHL team, unless someone comes up next year, then we could throw him back on there. But for right now, he doesn't have that place. You know what I mean? So it's like he doesn't have a place anywhere. I mean, yeah. So Glendenning's got lower potential too. So it looks like he's gonna keep dropping. So it's probably Glendenning's last year. I mean, we got to find a replacement for him. But I think we could do that internally. I was looking at a few guys who we could do that with. But Nikulin, man, I don't know if he just doesn't seem like he has a place. You know? So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna throw in some picks here for Kessel, probably. If they want picks. They do. They want the second. So that's perfect because that's almost like perfect value for him. We could throw in the second for this year. We don't need to draft heavy anymore. That's actually really perfect for him. Now, I'm going to see if we can get anything else off of him. They do want to give away draft picks. There's no way we get a third. I mean, we could throw in a third, then we have to throw in that Nikulin guy. That's still not enough. So there's no way we get a third off of him. But I'd still want to get something. Let's see if they have any guys who can maybe replace Glendening next year and can be depth for us this year. Because that is one thing we don't have a lot of is depth. We could pick up Letang for depth, but no. We don't need defensemen. We're fine on that. Let's see here. You know, let me just oops. Let's just go to overalls. Overalls will be easier to search. I want to see if there's anyone within our range. This guy, he's still getting a bit better. Power forward, no, defensively, hell no. This guy, hold on. No, it's a playmaker. Nope. That's Tyler Bertuzzi. Roop Hintz. Oh, man, he didn't turn out to be anything. When we had him in Winnipeg, man, this guy killed it for us. How'd they ruin this guy? Unbelievable. Yeah, it's looking like there's really not anyone who can replace him on this team. So, you know what? I'll probably just go for the picks. That's what it's looking like. Probably just go for that, yeah. That's more or less what it's looking like there. Yep. All right. So get a fourth off of him or something like that because that'll make it go through for sure. Maybe I can get a couple late picks and I could use them for assets if we want to move up in the draft or something like that. It looks like now the fourth is all I'm going to get for sure. Yeah, that's all I'm going to get. So a second for Kessel and a fourth. That still might be too much, but we're going to try that anyway. Second for Kessel and the fourth. That's a really good deal. And excuse me, we did get it. Kind of ruined the moment right there, but there we go. We got Phil Kessel. We gained a quality player too, so that'll actually boost morale as well. Now, Nikulin, I kind of want him to play at the same time because I do want to give him a chance. He's still listed to be a minor scorer. Maybe throw him down into that role will help him a bit, but here's the thing about that. Like, yeah, everything's still going slow too, so I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Hopefully the GM mode isn't like ruined. We're only in year 8, man. We still got a couple more to go. So yeah, here's the thing, man. I want to keep Glendening here, no question. He's still a solid player for us. I know he's slipping defensively, but he's still a solid guy. Yeah, I like how he plays with nothing to see you and everything. And Nikulin, he's just seems like he was bringing that line down. So it's better to put him down. But the thing is, like, the problem is now, where do you play him? You know, you still got Unila, Novotseltsev, and Vanier. Sure, you could have argued we could have traded one of these guys with him. But the thing is, they didn't quite want him. And they could still boost our AHL team. So I don't really know where to play this guy unless we bring up Olchik for a depth or something. But he's still listed to be the minor scorer, you know? So it's a bit tough. This guy I would consider sitting, all right, because he's 26, still at 77 overall. Everyone else can still, I'm still kind of waiting on to get better. Or, no, I can sit Nosek. There we go, okay. Actually, I'll do that, yeah. Okay, we'll sit that guy and move down him. Novoselicev, you're going to get moved down a tiny bit. This guy, maybe one of them could take face off, but let me see about, I haven't moved him down yet, whoops. Yeah, I haven't moved him down, so there we go. I have to move him down real quick. There we go, yeah. I'll just lose that change, whatever. Let me just move him down real quick so I can actually do what I'm talking about here and show you guys. Nikulin, you're getting moved down. There you go. Sorry, bud. Yeah, he's gonna lose a bit of morale. That's all right, though. That's fine. I'm gonna see you lost a bit of morale, too. Okay, whatever. And, well, a few people lost morales, but whatever. He wasn't that important of a part of our team. All right, so Loxo, power forward. Yeah, he's listed to be bottom 6, so it's not essential. This guy, he was listed to be top 6. He's never going to grow into that, so move him down there. Yeah, you can play with a couple, two-way forward and a grinder. I hope this guy I want to get slightly better. Problem is I can't really play him in the scoring role, you know what I mean? So we're playing him on the 3rd line, and then maybe next year we bring him up and just rush him on the 4th line. That's the only thing I could think of, you know, because he is decent defensively. Not great, but he's decent. And he's a right winger to replace Glendening, perhaps. And if in that role he succeeds, he succeeds. Anyway, let's put in, what's his name? I think he's a winger. Yeah, he's a winger. So, is he decent on face? He is good on face-off, so I'll just throw him in there. Just substitute. Yeah, just substitute him. There you go. He'll play on that line. Is this guy better at face-offs? He is indeed. Yep. He's a righty, though. He'll have a righty on his side. You know what? Play Unila in his preferred position for sure. All right. There we go. Special teams now. What is it? Yeah, penalty kill. You could probably play. Olchik needs to get on the first line penalty kill. All right. I'm just gonna fix these real quick. This won't take a huge amount of time, hopefully. So I'll play Nikulin in a few places. I just want to see if he can indeed get a bit better. If not, if he doesn't, you know, whatever. We're just gonna give him more of a shot here. There you go. He wasn't getting it done on our NHL team. That should take care of it, right? Yes, it did. Okay. Now, edit lines here. Yeah, we got to do it for here. All right, Phil Kessel, welcome to the team. Just substitute there. And someone was saying, very, very good idea to put him on the power play as well instead of Stone. Now, I kind of agree with that because Stone, I mean, our power play is not getting it done. You know, maybe it's not Stone himself, but put Kessel on the line. He's got the better shot. Well, actually, Stone's got a pretty freaking good shot, but let's try it. I'll try it. I'm willing to try it. I'll put Stone somewhere else. I'll put like Stone on the penalty kill or something like that. Let's try Kessel in here. Let me see, make sure that, yeah, changing current line. Okay, we'll put Kessel in there for the penalty kill. I'll take off someone on the penalty kill. Shahan, he could do it. Delorier. Actually, Shahan looks like the odd man out on the penalty kill. He's got the weaker stats than everyone else, pretty much, yeah. Well, actually, I'm finna see you actually has slightly weaker stats, but interesting. Yeah, they're both pretty similar players, man. Yeah. You know what, but when we had Shane and Nothing to See You, they were all really good. You know what? No, I got to do something. Yeah, it can't be the center because we need the center, but we could always put Shahan there instead of Anthony. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we'll put Shahan up there, and we'll remove this guy, put Stone in there. All right, so I know it sucks for Anthony, but we'll keep him on the 3-man. Yeah, we'll keep him on the 3-man on the right here. So there you go. All right, he'll still get a bit of ice time. We're going to try that out, see if that helps. If not, then it doesn't, but whatever. We're going to try Kessel here on the power play and Stone there. All right, so that should take care of everything. That was the trade we're going to make. I don't really think we need to do anything else. The one thing I am kind of worried about depth, though. So I'm going to take a quick look and see who we could bring up when it comes to depth. Like for scoring depth, obviously Kessel can move up. But if we want a defensive player we really are limited to Olczyk bringing him up, which isn't bad. He's good defensively. He's going to be a good player for us. I kind of want to bring him up. We can always bring up McNabb again. We have a couple options, but we don't, of course, Nikulin, but, Olczyk is our one kind of forward guy who we could bring up in place of an injury. So I kind of almost want to secure another one. Yeah. I mean, defensively, we're fine. We got Hicketts, we got the other guy, but I kind of feel like I want to secure one more guy. So I'm going to check free agency, and if it's not there, I'll look for one more trade to make here, basically. I'm going to check free agency first, though. Let's see if we can actually sign, if there's still anyone even left to sign. I doubt there will be, but you never know. It would save me having to give up an asset, so let's try to see if we can sign someone for a year, or the remainder of this year, basically. OC, Grop, doesn't look like it. Postler. How's this? No, he's a sniper. Frazi. No, definitely not. Foligno. Nick Foligno. Yeah, not quite good enough. And he's declining. Yeah, not really looking like it. This guy, how about you? Two-way forward? Nope. Let me go back up here. Grop was no, he's not good enough either. I don't really think there is anyone here. Yeah, I would rather, you know what, I'm going to look at a trade because I wouldn't want to sign any of these guys, to be honest with you. All right, so let's go to trades instead and see if anyone who we can pick up here. I'll do a little cutting in this one. Okay, now someone like Kruger is absolutely perfect. I'm going to show you his stats. I know they don't want to give him up, but why would they want to keep him at the same? I can't show you his stats now all of a sudden. Okay, hold on. I have to go back to here. I don't know why. Let me show you his stats from there. Okay, so Kruger. All right, defensive stats. Look at him. 83 for defensive awareness, 86 and 85. He's also a center, so he can take faceoffs if we have an injury to there. This guy looks perfect. Now, they don't want to give him up because they're listed to be a potential playoff team. Yeah, they're listed as a champion, but you look at their record, it's not good. Now, this guy was an idea. The other one I was looking at was the reason I'm leaning towards this is because they're not going to be a playoff team by the looks of it. The other one I was looking at was in Winnipeg. I know. It's a little crazy, but Blake Wheeler I was looking at. He's 82 overall now at 37. He's got good defensive stats. We could just play him on the fourth line and sit Glendening if we wanted to. But, yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem too fair to do to Glendening. But we'd have the option. But they wouldn't want to give him up. They're trying for yet another cup run. They're still a good team. They have a good record. They're not going to want to give up their Blake Wheeler. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for that. So it makes sense that St. Louis wouldn't want to give this guy up, even though it says they don't want to. I was looking at Perron as well, but his defensive stats aren't as strong. Yeah, just not as strong. So we're gonna go after Kruger. And, yeah, he can be a depth guy that can play pretty much anywhere. So he's listed to be depth, too, so it won't matter if we have him scratched here. So we're going to go after Kruger here, and let's see what we could give away for him. We're going to hold on to all those guys for sure. Hicketts, we got to hold on to. We need him. Yeah, they don't want any prospects by the looks of it. So, all right, let's... and I kind of don't want to give up any more picks, but, yeah, they don't even want picks. So, yeah. All right, so let me... let's see here. Let's see. We'd have to give away some kind of player here. Now, let's see. I'm not giving away any of our roster players. We can't afford to do that. Vanier, no. I kind of want to see what that kind of turns out to. LaPierre, we don't have him signed. Ooh, he is a grinder, though. Yeah, I'll have to sign him next year and use him for sure. Yanilla. Now, Holmfist, this guy. Who is this guy? He's another grinder, right? Yeah, he's another grinder. You know what? I can throw that guy in because he's only listed to be AHL. It's going to take forever for that guy to develop. And I don't really think we have the time to wait for him. So, yeah, we're going to do that. That should go through straight up. And I'll even overextend just because, yeah, they don't want to give him up. They don't want this guy. I'll have to overextend a bit. But maybe we could throw someone else in there. But I'll keep Holmqvist in mind for sure. So we'll keep Holmqvist in mind. See if we could throw someone a little less in there. Doesn't look like it. Loxo and this Stahl guy. Or McDonald. No, they're all the same value pretty much. Yeah, they all pretty much have the same value when it comes down to it. Yeah, we'll just throw in Holmqvist here. So, yeah, we're just going to throw him in. He's not signed or anything, but it'll go through straight up like that. So let's just get Kruger on our team for a bit more depth. There you go. All right. So, yeah, Marcus Kruger, he locked a bit of morale because I got Zangdi, whatever. Anthony apparently locker interaction. Okay, that's a bit weird. Locker room interactions. All right, whatever. Okay, now that guy can just sit scratched, I believe. And that's, I think, where we'll have him unless he sent him down. But I'm just going to check, make sure that he is indeed scratched on the main roster. Come on. All right, everything's going slow. I don't like that. All right, so we'll keep in Glendening for now. He's earned the ice time for sure. He's been a great part of our team. Maybe they're not doing as good as they are this year, but come the playoffs, you never know. And I kind of want to give him the chance to play. So let's just look at scratched here and make sure. Okay, he's not, so let's bring him up. Yeah, I don't want him sitting in the AHL for sure. Go to roster moves. There we go. Come on. All right, bring him up here. There he is, Kruger. Just bring him up. Yeah, we're going to have him sitting up here in the NHL. It's fine. There you go. He gained a bit of morale, too, for being called up. So that should negate his flipping out about his, anxiety. All right. So it took a while there. We got a bit of trading done, a few trades done, and but now we can just sim to the end of the season for sure. We're that's everything. We don't need to look at anything else. Our team's going to stay the way it is with the lines, and we're going to sim here basically to the end of the season. I'll just take this month, though. I want to make sure that we don't, all of a sudden start falling apart, which we shouldn't. We shouldn't just start falling apart, but you never know. There's a loss right there. So always after the trade deadline, always on the trade deadline, it loves to make me freak out. It loves. All right, Kessel, do good for us, man. All right, yeah, just keep going to these places, I guess. All right, come on now, get back on the winning side of things. Come on now, there you go. All right, good job, Detroit. Keep it up. Islanders are a good team, but we beat them. There you go. All right, yeah, no, we'll be fine. We should be fine here. Yeah, we're doing fine. All right, good. We didn't fall off the horse or anything like that. I didn't think we should, man. Kessel should just make us better, and I'm hoping our power play improves. I want to see some improvement on the power play. You don't know if it will for sure, but it could, and that's what I'm hoping for. Just a slight improvement, and we need the more improvement when it comes to the playoffs. So I'd like to see us capitalize a bit more in the playoffs on the power play. So hopefully this gets it done. It seems like we're allowing more goals than we had before, which shouldn't really be the case, but oh my goodness. All right, a few losses right there. Come on now, Detroit. We should have a playoff spot secured, but don't give me a heart attack at the end of the season here. Mrazek hasn't had a good stretch. That's all right. We got Lukin in for that. Just rest up a bit, Mrazek. All right, give me those wins. There you go. Okay, now we'll be fine. We should be fine here. We're 41, 29, and 7. There's no way we're gonna drop out of a playoff spot. Even if we go win loss. We should be just fine. And that's what it's looking like still. Toronto divisional team. Can we beat them? All right, that took a while to get that scouting dude ready. Yeah, let's go to Russia. Another month. There you go. All right, and we beat Toronto. Shut them out, to be exact. All right, 42, 29, and 7. Let's just sim to the end. We'll be just fine here. There's no way we're dropping out of a playoff spot. We should see the clinch. Oh, 2 shutouts in a row. Good job. Maybe that was one for each goalie. Or maybe that was, I don't know. But hopefully we rest up Mrazek here. In these last couple games, he doesn't get too much time in. We need him fresh for the playoffs. Definitely need him fresh for the playoffs. There's a win and 2 wins end of the season. 45 win season. 45, 30, and 7. So the 30 regulation losses kind of sucks. Yeah, but no, I mean we should be fine here. There you go. Yeah, second in our division, clinched a playoff berth. So we should be facing Florida in the first round. Unless they have some games in hand. No, they have the exact same record as us. It must be a regulation plus overtime. So let me sim up, make sure the season is completely done. And then we'll take a look at the matchups and do all the stats and everything like that. So there you go. And there you go. Yeah, we are facing Florida in the first round. And we'll have home ice advantage. All right, so that's who we're going to be facing in the first round. Florida Panthers. All right, interesting matchup. Let's see here. Stats Central. Let's see how the team did, and I want to see if our power play improved. Griffin Reinhardt, I saw that. 79 points. Great season for him. All right, here we go. Goals for per game, 2.68, so that didn't really go up. Goals against per game went down, though. 2.4. No, actually, it went up. It was 2.31. That's right. It did go up a slight, but we're still the best in our division, so I'm cool with it. Power play maybe improved slightly. I can't really tell. It's a small sample size. Penalty kill keeps going up, so that's good. Home record 19, 16, and 6, not the greatest. Away record 26, 14, and 1. Pretty much the best in our division right there, besides maybe Ottawa. But yeah, last 10, 7, 3, and 0. So yeah, we had a good end of the season for sure. So good team effort this year. We got the good ratio. We got low goals against, maybe not the greatest goals for, but whatever, we'll be fine. We got the proper ratio. We're more of a defensive team anyway when you look at us. All right, so Sam Reinhart. He almost got 60 assists. Oh my God. I was hoping. Remember, I was saying I wanted him to get like 50 assists or something like that. Yeah, he almost got 60. All right, so 22 goals, 57 assists. What a season for Sam Reinhart. 79-point season. Dougie Hamilton, 68 points on the point back there. Wow. And then Larkin and Kucherov. Wow, yeah. So Dougie Hamilton stole a lot of points there on that first line. There's Phil Kessel. We can't really judge him. Oh my God, he already dropped down to an 82. Well, we knew that was gonna happen. We already knew that was gonna happen, but it's a bit quick. I was hoping for that. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's playing third line. It's all right. Konechny. Leclerc didn't quite get 50 points, but he did get 40 points, and he still grew. He's an 86 overall, so I'm cool with it. I don't really care. He got 40 points. Is pretty good on a team with a lot of scoring from the point. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I should have checked Kessel's stats like before and after he came on the team, but whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all skaters. Let me just check defensemen now. Yeah, Hamilton and Bean did pretty good, but you can't argue with Hamilton. That's actually fantastic. He's probably not going to lead the league or anything like that, but it's still pretty damn good. Mrazek, good personal stats and a good record. There we go. Luukkonen, good, decent record for a backup. Let's see. I'm going to get 25 games. Ooh, wait a sec. 25 games played. And you know what? He didn't quite get me to the promised land. He only got 24 points in 25 games played, which sucks. Wait, no. Yeah, only 24 points. Yeah, so he didn't quite get it, but his personal stats are amazing. So it just seems like we played a little better when Mrazek was in the net, even though they both got pretty much identical personal stats. 7 shutouts for Mrazek, 2 for Luukkonen, though. We had 9 shutouts as a team this year. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, so I like the split, though. I really like the split. Mrazek only... So, yeah, so this guy probably got 23 starts, but played mop-up in a couple games. Or, no, yeah, played mop-up in, like, 3 games. Yeah, played mop-up in 3 games. Yeah, okay, 20, yeah, okay. Just, that math, though. All right, so, all right, just had to do a bit of math there. I'm not the greatest at math. Don't make fun of me. All right, so, yeah, that takes care of that. Let's check out the NHL for sure. I want to see where our guys ended up. I want to see if anyone's taking home some hardware. Doesn't look like Line A taking over the NHL. 88 points, tied with Tavares, actually, so they should split that trophy. All right, so... Where's our guys? There's Reinhart sitting in about 10th or so. 8th, 9th, or 10th. I don't know. I don't want to count. Doesn't matter. He didn't win. So that's all that matters. He's in the top 10, though. Tarasenko led in goals with 40. All right. And Patrick Kane came in second. So unbelievable. Chicago had him on the block. What idiots. You don't want to put Kane on the block yet, man. All right. So, yeah, that's... I want to see... One thing I do want to check out that I haven't checked out. Who led in game-winning goals? I just want to see... Henry, Kane. Oh, then Larkin. Yeah, baby. All right. Yeah, he's clutch. He's clutch for us. All right. That's cool. How about plus minus? Wow, Seth Jones. Yeah. Oh, this is all skaters. Yeah. I kind of just want to check out forwards. Plus minus. Let's see who led in plus minus for the forwards. Kucherov. There we go. And Larkin and Reinhart. Oh, my God. That first line. Though. Holy crap. Yeah, they needed to play together. That was a big mistake I did, was splitting them up. All right. Future reference. Do not ever let me split those guys up, guys. For sure. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Morgan Riley. Norris winner by far. Hamilton got in second, but it wasn't really close. Riley's just on another planet when it comes to that. So, but good job for Dougie Hamilton, man. 30 years old, still. Morgan Riley's 30 as well. All right, so there you go. All right, goalie wise, I want to see. Mrazek had a really good season. Could this be a year where he takes home the Vezina? He's had a really good personal stats season. I don't think. No, I see it right there. Hart is doing it. Hart's doing it for sure. Yeah, I see it. Oh my goodness, Hart. Those are fantastic. Oh my, Mason, what the hell? Why'd you play him that much? My goodness. Oh, he's on the Blackhawks. Oh, Jesus. All right, Hart. Who the hell is this guy? Carter Hart, playing for the Philadelphia Flyers. Wow, this guy's. He's only listed to be a starter, but holy crap, his potential should change after a year like that. Unbelievable. And then somewhere down here would be Mrazek. He doesn't have many games played, so I don't even know if he'd be able to qualify. Yeah, he didn't. Actually, yeah, he fell off a bit. I remember his goals against was like 2.23 at one point. But yeah, even so, that. Oh wait, Bobrovsky. That might beat the kid out? Yeah, that might beat him out. That might indeed beat him out. But dude, with 72 games played of goals against average like that and a save percentage like that, my goodness, I think you got to take into the games played account. Holy crap. What a season for that guy. Carter Hart, man. All right. keep an eye on him, man. Philly got themselves a goalie finally, it looks like. Just kidding. Mason's good. All right. That takes care of it. All right. That's pretty much everything I wanted to look at. All right, and playoff tree. Let's check it out. Let's see who's facing who in the playoffs. In the Western Conference, the Blues face off against the Dallas Stars. Nice divisional matchup. The Winnipeg Jets face off against the Anaheim Ducks. So the Winnipeg Jets making one more run for it. They lost Bishop, but they obviously have some kind of decent goaltender. Vancouver Canucks against the Oilers. Ooh, nice little Canadian battle right there. And LA versus Nashville. Interesting. So, looks like the Pacific is... Oh, no, never mind. It's 4-4. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it is 4-4. Okay. Why is there... Yeah, that's weird. They got a Pacific facing a Central team. That must be the... I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Must be one of the wildcard teams. Alrighty, alright. On the Eastern Conference side, it's the Flyers versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. We all know the Flyers are going to win because they always beat the Columbus Blue Jackets in my Be A Pro. The Carolina Hurricanes versus the Islanders. Detroit versus Florida. And Ottawa versus Toronto. Alright, so a few of the rivals that we've been facing off with aren't at present in the playoffs. Ottawa is still there, and Islanders are still there, but a few others have fallen off. But that doesn't matter, man. We still got a couple of our rivals, and Toronto. If you remember, we had a crazy comeback against them a few years ago. So it's shaping up to be a good playoffs. We got another piece. We got Phil Kessel. Yeah, I know he's declining, but we knew that was gonna happen. He's still a good player. He'll still provide some scoring. His shot's still great, so... Oh, Glendening's declined even further, though. Ugh. I'm kind of thinking maybe we shouldn't start Glendening. If it looks like our defense down there is a problem, if they look like our plus-minus is kind of hurting, I'll swap him out. I hate to do it, but you know what? If he keeps declining, I kind of don't have a choice. Yeah, I really kind of don't have a choice if he keeps falling off like that. So, yeah, I might have to switch him out, but again, we got the guy for it. We picked up, what's his name? Yeah, we picked up Kruger, so we could easily throw him in there. No problem. So, yeah. Kind of sucks to see Glendening falling off, but he's done great for us. Alright, so, yeah. Next video, we'll be getting into the first round of the playoffs, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully that trade made some sense. I think it does. It should help us out. Remember, leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.